Seattle Genetics announces blockbuster results for its new cancer drug. 86% of patients experience complete or partial remission, and it's the second positive study in just 3 weeks. And you saw the stock react to all of this news. We have the CEO, Clay Siegall, joining us live from Irvine, California. Also with me is Adam Johnson, who's been following these results and the stock movements as well. And Clay, first up, on these results, I mean, of course, the markets are now quite excited that we've got this alternative to chemo treatment for Hodgkin's. How soon are you going to get this drug to the market?
First of all, Betty and Adam, thank you for having me on your show. We're incredibly excited with our results that we presented this morning on anaplastic large cell lymphoma. And we had a few weeks ago presented results on Hodgkin lymphoma with a very high response rate in both diseases. And we're working very hard now. It's the same
drug, but I want to clarify, it's the same drug treating those two different types of cancers, right?
It is. It's the same drug, and we're working very diligently to put together our package for submission to the FDA for approval in the first half of 2011.
Hey, now, Clay, the data from 3 weeks ago was a pivotal phase 2, which means it's a little farther along than the data you're reporting today. Today, again, just so we're clear, it's 86% of patients with the tumor saw the tumors either shrink or disappear altogether. So are you effectively going to combine the results when you go to the FDA?
Well, when you go to the FDA, you do present your data. You submit your data on each of the tumor types independently. It's a company goal for us to submit these as a dual submission, both data sets. And we're going to work with the FDA and see if that is possible. We're going to meet with them later on this year and discuss the specifics of the submission.
Okay, so for those who are invested in your stock then, Clay, I mean, they want to know, what are the revenue projections for this drug, and at what price are you going to put into the market?
You know, as far as the revenue projections, you know, you could look at a lot of analyst reports, and analysts are out there with reports in the $300 to $400 million range. And now this is just for the relapsed refractory setting of Hodgkin lymphoma and for ALCL. And what's important to note is that's really just the beginning for this drug.
So you're saying minimum. So are you saying minimum 300 to 400 million? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and these are U.S. projections from the analysts. It's 300 to 400 million for the relapsed refractory setting of Hodgkin lymphoma and anaplastic large cell lymphoma. But we're moving this drug toward the front line. We have the drug in various different other diseases, and we're really building a program here for targeting CD30. That's the receptor that we're targeting with this agent, and we think this drug could have broad impact on patients and really help patients with limited therapeutic options.
Hey, Clay, you just said a key word there, receptor. Explain to us how this drug is different. In other words, it used to be when you got chemotherapy, your hair fell out, you'd had skin problems, but you've actually combined the drug with an antibody, so it goes only after the tumor and leaves the healthy cells alone. Is that right? Can you clarify that, please?
Yeah, the drug has two functions. One function of the drug is to really find a tumor cell, and that's through what's called an antibody. And the other function of the cell is to kill, the function of the drug is to kill the tumor cell. And that's through a chemotherapy agent that's attached to the antibody. We call this an antibody drug conjugate. And really, it limits the toxicity that you would get with normal chemotherapy that's not targeted to cancer. Just kills any dividing cell, where this drug is really targeted to cancer. And we think that's part of why we get such a high response rate here with limited toxicity.
Okay, so it sounds very, very promising. And, you know, given this news, though, Clay, you know, there's going to be analysts out there who are going to say that your company then becomes a takeover target for larger companies, like, say, you know, a Pfizer, for instance, that are looking for acquisitions right now. What do you say to that?
You know, we're very excited to build Seattle Genetics as a standalone company. We're building a commercial team now to launch this product in the U.S. and Canada. We have a partner to launch the product internationally in Millennium, Takeda. We have a big pipeline. In fact, today we are presenting on a second product at the meeting. It's called ESMO, E-S-M-O. It's in Europe. It's a cancer conference on a second product. So we have a big pipeline, and we're looking to stay as an independent company.
Okay, so you wouldn't be open to it then? Basically,
our goal is to build a company, make drugs that provide strong patient benefit and a great return to our shareholders.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much for joining.